Hello, Potato. Today is another one of those videos where I'm just going to try something totally mundane, something that is probably not unusual at all to some of you who might be watching this, but to me is a thing that I've just never tried before. Today I'm having lunch with the devil, the Underwood devil. Now, my entire life, I've always seen Underwood deviled ham on the shelf. They used to even actually have TV ads for it, as I recall. And I'd never tried it until a couple of years ago. I finally just grabbed a can off the shelf, bought it, and it was fine. It kind of tasted like a seasoned Spam spread. It was not bad at all. It was actually kind of good. And it became a thing that I could check off the list of things that I'd never tried that now I'd tried. But what I didn't realize at the time, I don't know if I just didn't see them there or that particular store didn't have them, but there are other varieties of Underwood potted meat spreads, like today's premium quality corned beef spread. Now, the first thing I do notice looking at our premium quality corned beef spread here is that it does not come wrapped in fancy paper like the deviled ham did. It's more just kind of standard pull tab tin, which, I mean, the other one was too underneath the paper, but it presented nicer. But other than that, I mean, I like corned beef. I like corned beef, one of my favorite unhealthy Sunday morning breakfasts to make is you take a can of corned beef hash, you fry it up till it starts to get nice and crispy, dig a hole, crack an egg into it, put the lid on so it steams and kind of sort of steam poaches the egg. That is a good breakfast. So I'm hoping, well, obviously I'm not gonna have any fried egg or anything here, but I'm gonna get some sort of the experience of that with our premium quality corned beef. Now this is a quarter cup per serving, 2 servings per tin, so half a tin should be a sandwich. 140 calories, 19% of your daily sodium, that's not inconsiderable. 9 grams of protein. And in here we have beef, water, seasoning blend, potato, flour, mustard, spices, garlic powder, sugar, salt, and sodium nitrite. It's a thing we're supposed to not eat anymore, right? Nitrites, it's a bad thing. Yeah, no, I've never tried it before, but today we're gonna make ourselves a corned beef spread sandwich for lunch. Got myself a couple slices of fluffy white bread here. And we're gonna try ourselves some corned beef, because I never have, and now I'm gonna. I think when I picked this up, there were a couple other varieties on the shelf we may have to revisit. I think it was a chicken one, maybe a different ham one. I don't know. I have to go back and look if this is good. So, opening it up, it is visually unappealing. That's fairly similar to how the deviled ham looked, although I think it was more evenly spread. I'm getting that kind of Vienna sausage smell from the can already. I think it smells the same as the deviled ham did. You know, now that I'm smelling it, the deviled ham wasn't a Spam spread, it was a Vienna sausage spread. That the scent has brought it all back to me. It was Vienna sausages that the original stuff made me think of, not Spam. This looks pretty blitzed up, kind of red, so it's redder than the deviled ham was, which makes sense. It's beef, not ham. It's red meat. Let's try a little bit of that just kind of on its own here. All right. It's been a while since I had the deviled ham, but I want to say that's what the deviled ham tasted like. There's a little bit of a beefiness in there. It's not bad by any stretch. It's very, very heavily seasoned. If I put a little more, a little bit of a bigger bit on the end of the knife here, I think I do get a little bit more of the corned beef of it. It does make me think a little bit of corned beef hash. Not corned beef per se, but corned beef hash specifically. And that is not a bad thing. I like corned beef hash. So let's get ourselves a nice, healthy glob of it, which is very visually attractive. I'm trying to get half the can because that is a serving. It's a pretty, I think a pretty generous serving. Maybe my bread's just small, I don't know. But it seems like a pretty generous amount here. Kind of evenly get that distributed. Maybe not too thick. Now on the front of the can it shows looks like mayonnaise, maybe onions. I don't know, I'm not doing that though. I think the deviled ham suggests using cheese. I didn't do that either. I'm gonna have it I think most people who are eating this aren't going to be like making a fancified sandwich out of it. You're going to pop this open, put it on bread or maybe crackers. I think crackers is probably quite likely. And just eat it like that. All right, so there we go. Slap another piece of bread on there. And try our premium quality Underwood Red Devil Corned Beef Spread Sandwich. It's not bad on its own. Let's see how it is on bread. Yeah, it's not bad. Just so you can see that I did in fact get a mouthful of it. I feel like I actually should have put more on there. The bread kind of overrode. This is a reasonably thick, fluffy bread. I don't think I got quite half the can. Let's see if we can even that out. Why not? How often does one lunch with the Red Devil? All right. Let's try that again with a little bit more put on there. All right, there we go. Good healthy bite. That's not bad at all. A little salty maybe. Very, very heavily seasoned. Not like spicy or anything. Not spicy at all. But the seasoning they're using in it does taste exactly like the seasoning they use in the deviled ham. Which, even though at the core of this there is different, there's the beef instead of the pork, it still tastes very much like the deviled ham. It does not really evoke that corned beef hash flavor I was kind of hoping for. It's there, but I guess the mustard, spices, garlic powder, those are really kind of stealing the show from the more corned beefy flavor of it. It's got a corned beefy flavor to it. Like if I had these blindfolded side by side with deviled ham, I'm pretty sure I could tell them apart, at least after a couple bites. But it is pretty similar. It is maybe too similar. Although I suppose if you're buying this Underwood deviled meat spread product, it's probably because you like that particular flavor, and the idea of it tasting similar wouldn't be a bad thing to you. I'm guessing. But I wouldn't turn my nose up at this. This isn't bad at all. It's not as good as corned beef hash. But I wouldn't put corned beef hash on a sandwich like this. That would be... Is that even a thing people do? I've always just fried it up. I've never thought of putting it just straight on bread. Could be interesting. But that would be something for the future, not for today. I don't have any corned beef hash in the house. This is the only corned beef I have, and it's spreadable, and we've already had some of it. And it's pretty tasty. I could see buying that again. Yeah. A little salty, very flavorful. I got more of the meat in it that time. I think, I don't know, I may just be talking myself into it, but I do feel like I got a little bit more of the corned beef at all in that bite. But I could just be talking myself into it. It's always a possibility around here that I so want it to taste like the thing it says it is, that sometimes I kind of just make myself taste it, even if I'm not necessarily tasting it. But it's pretty good. I might go back and check out those other varieties of Underwood, and we'll have lunch with the devil sometime again in the future. And I might even... What's the shelf life on this like? Let's see. Best by August of 27, so it's about 3 years. Because I bought this probably about a month ago. It's got about 3 year shelf life, so it's not really like going to be emergency food, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe keep a couple cans on hand just when I need to have a quick, flavorful lunch. Probably on crackers too, like saltines. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go finish my lunch now. I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. I do thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video without the devil.